Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XLR8 back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today everybody we're taking a look at B.E.S, which stands for Big Ol' Enemy Ships, which is a nice little archetype that requires a bit of setup to do, but once you get rolling it's actually really fun to play. You know, you set up a bunch of big old machiney boss monsters and you run your opponent over. That's what we're trying to do today. So, we're going to go into Yugioh Pro today and show this deck off, show you how it works. Big shout out to Mr. Spicy Boy who asked for today's deck. And real quick, I'm going to go over the deck list, and we're going to get started. So for our main deck, we're running 3 copies of B.E.S. Blaster Cannon Core, 3 copies B.E.S. Big Core Mark III, 2 copies of B.E.S. Covered Core, 3 copies of B.E.S. Big Core Mark II, 3 copies of B.E.S. Tetran, 3 copies B.E.S. Crystal Core, 1 Planet Pathfinder, 2 copies of the Lord of the Red, 1 Pre-Prep of Rights, 3 copies of Pot of the Extravagant, 1 Terraforming, 2 copies of Red Eye's Transmigration, 3 Forbidden Druplet, 1 Set Rotation, 3 copies Boss Rush, 3 copies of B.E.F. Zelos, 1 Extranet, 2 Starlight Road, and 1 Skill Drain. Our extra deck is not as important as it normally would be. We're not really reliant on that, but we are running 2 copies of Natis, 2 copies Stardust Dragon, 2 copies of Infinite Track Earth Slicer, 1 Photon Lord, 2 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, 2 Photon Strike Bouncer, 2 Dragulus the Vampiric Dragon, and 2 Baguskas for flavor. Side deck is mostly just there, you know, if you want to do some link action, you can do so. You won't want to run as much of the Pot of Extravagance, so it's a bit debatable. But you could run some links if you would prefer to do that over Xyz summoning. Also, Monster Reborn, if you feel like it, you don't really need it as much, but it can be helpful. And if you want a little bit more protection, throw in another Starlight Road. So with all that being said, let's go ahead into Yugioh Pro. I'm going to show this deck off, show you how it works, and have ourselves a good fun time. Alrighty, our first opponent, and we're gonna, we can go first or second with this deck. Really doesn't matter as much with B.E.S. Really all that matters is getting the field spell, and we have the field spell, so we're all set. That's all you really need with this deck is to get the field spell. B.E.S. live or die by the field spell, because it covers for all of our weaknesses and gives us additional strength. So, let me explain B.F. Zelos really quick, because it's a really nice field spell. When you activate it, you can get your Boss Rush. Boss Rush is your Swarmer. That's the thing that lets you recover monsters, get more monsters out of your deck, etc., etc. This card makes it so B.E.S. gain 500 attack and defense, so it makes your big monsters bigger. Your monsters can't be destroyed by card effects. You can't be targeted by card effects. Very nice protection. And once per turn, you can summon a B.E.S. from your hand. All of the B.E.S. monsters are big, beefy dudes. And so, sometimes you need to have a little bit of extra work to just, get them out on the board. As it stands, this seems to be... Okay, this is just regular Red Eyes. I was about to say, if this is, what do you call it? If this is a Dragoon thing, but no Dragoon, so that's a good thing. That is good. Unfortunately, this thing is just a little bit bigger than we are. Let's see, do I have 2 level 8s? No, I do not. Alright. We'll have to play this smart. So let's go ahead and go out with Zelos. And we'll grab ourselves a Boss Rush. Boss Rush is a terrible card. It really is. Basically, you can't normal summon or set. Yeah, you have to special summon, but that's overlooked by Zelos, of course. But if your monsters get destroyed, you can summon new ones from the deck. So let's go ahead and activate our Boss Rush right here. That way, we've got it on the board. And since our opponent has a monster and we don't, we can summon Big Core right from our hand in defense mode. B.S. Big Core Mark III gets 3 counters when it's summoned, and Zelos will give it a counter as well. I can't talk. Basically, what this will do is that every time our monster would be destroyed, we're going to lose a counter instead. It's a very nice thing. Can't be destroyed by battle, we just lose counters. Let's go ahead and summon out Mark II as well. We're just going to set up some nice defense. Because I have to get around to this thing. So, let's see. What does this do again? I don't even remember what this does. Let's see. This card's not... Okay, this doesn't do anything. This is just a beat stick. Okay, I can deal with a beat stick. That'll be fine. I just need to get into new monsters that'll give me more stuff. And we'll be good. Alright, so let's go ahead and end our turn. We got ourselves nice and set up. You know, normally with B.E.S, you got yourself some big beefy monsters. You don't have any problems with, you know, your opponent's monsters, you know, being bigger. Because, you know, we're commonly right around the 3,000 point range, so yeah, you're gonna have to work around that, but it's okay. Because like I said, I'm losing counters instead of getting destroyed. Even if my monsters did get destroyed by something, I've got Boss Rush, which during the end phase will get me more monsters. Okay, so now, what does he do? He's making his big monster bigger. That's a little annoying, but I still have outs to this. I just need to, like, get into him. Alrighty, so he's just gonna attack into my dragon. All's good there. I don't want to use my skill drain yet. I could use it, but it would not help me in this situation. Skill drain's mostly there in case you're up against, like, combo decks, things like that, because the on-field effects of B.E.S, not as important. Not as important indeed. Alright, so I'm losing all these counters. I mean, that's cool and all. He's really trying to murder my Mark III for some reason. I don't know why. Not sure why he hates Mark III so much. Maybe it's because he's bigger. It's probably because he's the big guy. Okay, so yeah, I'll take some burn damage. I'm gonna have to deal with that Flare Dragon. Gonna have to deal with the Flare Dragon, but he's almost out of cards. So I should be good just by, like, waiting him out. Unless he's got, like, Necroface in there for some weird reason. For whatever weird reason, he's got a Necroface. Alrighty. Well, let's see. I've got Photon Lore, but that's irrelevant now. That's for other things. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate another another Zelos. This will, you know, temporarily lose us our protection, but it's all good. I want another Boss Rush, so I can get more now I'll be able to get 2 monsters in the end phase. You know, people laughed at B.E.S. They laughed at us, but then Zelos came around, and now we're amazing. And then at the end of the battle phase, okay. So let's put Mark III in attack mode. And I could summon out my other Mark III, but it's completely unnecessary. Let's put Mark II in attack mode as well. We'll get rid of his little monsters. I don't trust them. So let's go ahead and attack his Flare Dragon. I don't want it to live. I'd like it to die now. Lost Wind. Yeah, I can't be targeted, my dude. That's not going to work. I can't be targeted or destroyed. Your Lost Wind is completely irrelevant. Yeah, go ahead. Take more damage. Take more damage. There you go. Your monster's destroyed. I lose a counter. Big deal. Let's go ahead and get rid of his Metal Dragon. And we'll be good. We'll be all good in the hood right there. So I'll lose my last counter. So next time this battles, it'll be destroyed. But then I can summon 2 B.E.S. monsters. They can be the same ones, too. So I'll be able to make a nice Xyz monster. I can make like Earth Slicer and get rid of this thing. Alrighty, so another Black Metal Dragon. He's making that thing quite large. Alright. Okay, so now he's wising up. Now he knows he's gonna have to go around Mark II. Alright, but like I said, I'm just losing counters. This guy is in a lot of trouble, I'm noticing. He played that pot just a little bit too much. That's why I don't, I prefer extravagance and prosperity to desires. Just because of all the stuff you lose. Let's see. Level 7, yeah, that's nice and all, but don't need that one. Don't need that one. The only thing I really worry about is more burn damage. Well, with this guy only having 2 cards left, I really don't think he can out me. He's outed himself, honestly. You know, Potted Desires can help you get the stuff you need, but if you banish everything you need, it's kind of a big problem. And so my opponent is trying to do stuff. I don't know what he's trying to do. But as soon as it's my turn, man, I'm just going to go ahead and put everything in defense mode and then just sit on it, because I don't need to do anything. See, normally I'm trying to run my opponent over, but the thing is, B.E.S, against a deck like this that, like, gets rid of a lot of stuff, it can actually fairly, defend itself quite well. You know, because I've got all that defense from Zelos. I'm swarming out with the Boss Rush cards. Pretty set, man. So, just goes to show you, don't abuse Potted Desires. If you do, you will die. Such is the way of things. So, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead until this guy is finished, because I don't think he can get around this. And so I'll see you guys in the second duel, or if he comes back somehow, I'll be back for that. But I'm pretty sure we've got this. Alrighty, our second opponent. And before I forget again, because I'm really bad at remembering this sometimes, thank you guys ever so much for helping the channel get to 360 subs the other day. I really appreciate it. We're actually at 363 as we're recording this video, so dang, that's a lot. That's a lot. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You really are. You really are. Can we somehow get to 365 before the end of the season? That would be cool too. That way I can say I've got a sub for every day of the year. That would be pretty neat. So let's go ahead and activate Zelos. Search out a boss rush. Should I use my other Zelos? Well, it's not a once per turn, so I might as well use it. Might be a little wasteful, but you know what? Screw it. I'm playing B.E.S. I gotta take every advantage I've got. So let's go ahead and use Zelos, and we'll bring out Mark III. Good old Mark III. Mark IIIs are actually a recovery. Haven't even mentioned that part. What was it? I can banish this from the grave to get back all my B.S. monsters. I can put them back into my deck. You don't use that effect very often, but it exists. So let's go ahead and activate our boss rushes. Very good. And then boss rush number 2. Thank you. And I do have Forbidden Droplet. This is useful in certain, if I need to ditch a boss rush in an emergency, negate something, or ditch a monster in the hand, whatever have may be. It's a nice little thing just to have. It's a nice little thing, and it works just fine. What are we up against? Zubabagodoodoo. That's that guy. I know how to pronounce the name. Zubabagodoodoo. That's clearly what it says. Alright, so what is this guy up to? Utopia is Exceed Summon. Pay 500 life points. Draw a card. You only control one Exceed change deck. Okay, so this is some sort of a Utopia deck. I see. Luckily, I have Forbidden Droplet. Otherwise, I'd be worried about that. Okay, so yeah, he's going for Utopia double. He's trying to, like, OTK me or something. I mean, actually, maybe not. No, he's going for other stuff. He's going for, like, a different Utopia. Different Utopia, indeed. So now he gets to detach material and, yeah, double or nothing. And turn this into something. Big old something. What is this? Utopia. Okay, this is the new dude, Leo. What's this dude? Detach material. Equip a Zexal weapon from the deck. Activation effect cannot be negated. Once this card is equipped with a Zexal weapon. Target effect monster. Negated. Okay, I can't be targeted, so I don't really care about that. Plus, you put this in defense mode. So that implies he's going to re-overlay this for something else. Or my opponent's going to surrender because they put that in defense mode and they didn't mean to. Okay, that's another option. Okay. I guess I could technically count that, even though it's kind of a chintzy win. I mean, my opponent just kind of messed up. But then again, I had Droplet. I don't remember what all the Zexa weapons do. I think I would have still done enough. So I'm going to call that a win, but we'll do a bonus duel just in case. So let's go for Duel 3 for now, and see if we can get a better opponent that knows what they're doing. Alrighty, the third opponent. Hopefully a better opponent. We'll see how it go. All depends on who gets to go and who does not. Alright, what do we have here? Bit of a mess. I mean, I got something I can start with at the very least. Mark II is the only monster we have that can just straight up normal summon himself. He doesn't gain any counters or anything, which kind of blows, but it's at the very least something we can start with. If everything else fails, I got Mark II. And that's why I say the biggest weakness of this deck is, not having the field spell. That's why you have to run as many searchers for field spell as humanly possible. Even though I'm not running Metaverse just because I didn't really have any room for Metaverse. As much as I would have liked to have run it, it just did not work. So our opponent is playing Plunder Patroll, I see. At least that's an interesting one. I was worried for a second it would just be like Kaiju and then into Dragon Link or something. But no, it's Plunder Patrol. One of my favorite archetypes just by visual design. Because they're like Vikings. Vikings and pirates. Pirates and Vikings, pretty much the same thing, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. They're pirates, but they have like long ships. It's a thing. Alright, so what are you up to? All of Mirage. Interesting. Okay, so you're going to use Golden Hair to ditch Whitebeard, I presume? No, Gamma. Okay. I mean, Gamma works too. I mean, I guess he just doesn't have Gamma. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Till the end of the turn, I see. Let's see. Target effect monster control. Water dead. Special summon Plunder Patroll. Same attribute as monster opponent controls where it's in their grave. Whip this card to it, draw one card. Okay. So he's got Blackbeard. That's going to allow him to make, what's his name? Mork. Yes. We'll let him summon Mork. That's fine. I mean, yeah, he'll get to draw a card, but it's not like Mork will have, like, material. I mean, he'll have, oh no, Brawn. Wait, I thought it had to be, let's see, extra the same attribute as a monster opponent controls was in the, oh, in their grave. Right. I forgot about that part. Okay, so now he's going to get to equip the equip spell that lets him, what does that do again? It's been a while since I played Plunder Patrol. I don't remember exactly what, I know that they got like the nice fusion and then the synchro and then the Ixie. I believe the equip just boosts his power. Yeah, it makes him stronger. Can't be targeted. Luckily, this does not target, so I'm all good in that respect. Equip monster gets 500 attack, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Discard a card, target a spell trap. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and negate that. I'm going to negate that, if you don't mind. Go away. No attack points for you. For one turn. It's only until the end of the next turn, but, you know, it's long enough for me to get rid of Brawn. So that's good. Although he did discard Whitebeard. Alright, this is still very dicey. Because while I'm stronger than Brawn for a turn, he's got Redbeard the Savage. He's got Redbeard the Savage. But luckily, I do have Blaster Core. Since my opponent has more monsters than me, I can just straight up summon this card from my hand. It's a nice thing. Alright, Starlight Road. Don't really need you right now, Starlight Road, not gonna lie. But we'll give it a shot. Let's see. And he's got his attack points back. I thought I had a turn for that. Alright. Alright, we'll summon Blaster in defense mode then. That way he'll give us a little bit of protection. Just a wee bit, just enough to get around this. Yeah, that darn old... If I had known he was going to go for Brawn, I would have definitely stopped Blackbeard. I thought he was going for Mork. And he was trying to get rid of Radiant. But nope, I was wrong. Okay, so now he goes for good old Mork. And this thing can banish my nonsense. And that's not good. That's not necessarily a good thing. Let's see. Okay, so he does have a card. Okay, so now he's going to just get rid of Radiant. And I think I might be screwed. The fact that I did not start with Field Spell is going to be the thing that kills me here. Because just I have no protection from his stuff. I got nothing. Because yeah, now he can just discard a card and banish Blaster Core. Oh boy. So unfortunately, I think I've lost this third duel. Yeah, unfortunately, this is what happens when B.E.S. just does not start with the Field Spell. You need the Field Spell. You don't get it, you're kind of screwed. And that's the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll finish this duel up, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'll be back if I can come back somehow. But I'm pretty sure I'm boned, so I'll be back in the fourth duel. Alrighty, fourth opponent. Last chance for romance. Let's just go all in, everybody. Alright. Well, I do have set rotation. We'll see if that works. Oh, not. Okay, that'll work. Very good. So let's go ahead and give ourselves Zelos from our opponent, Extranet. Hopefully my opponent doesn't read what Extranet does. That way, I'll be good. So let's go ahead and activate Zelos, as we do. Search out our boss rush. I do have Lord of the Red. Haven't even been able to summon him yet. I'll mostly focus on the B.E.S. But Lord of the Red, nice little dude. Basically, when you activate a card effect, or your opponent activates card effect, you can blow up a monster or a spell trap. And you can do both of those effects once per turn. It's a nice little thing. It's a nice wee little bit of a thing. So let's go ahead and summon out Mark II, because he gets counters only when he's special summoned. So this way, he'll get a bunch of counters. Huzzah. 4 counters. Activate boss rush. That way, if something bad happens, we're good. And we are good. So let's see what our opponent's got. Hopefully he plays this. That'd be funny. You know, Extranet, not everyone reads this correctly. Ah, he the foolish fool. So now if he summons anything from the extra deck, I get to draw a card. Because that's how that works. That or he needs a field spell. One of the... Okay, so this is Stratos. Alright, well, thing is, elemental heroes, they summon from the extra deck a lot. They summon from the extra deck quite a bit. So... Okay, he's just straight up going for it. Oh, okay, there we go. Miracle Fusion, going for a fusion. Banishing materials from the field or the grave. What? Okay, oh, he's going for Sunrise. Right. Yeah, because now, yeah, if he summons another hero, he can just blow up Zelos, basically. He can basically just do that as much as he pleases. Alright, so now I've got Lord of the Red and my ritual spell, so that's nice. So, I mean, granted, I don't have exactly the right monsters to, you know, do the fuse, but that'll work. Ooh, hey, pre-prep of rights. That is a very nice thing. So let's go ahead. We're going to do the Lord of the Red thing. Let's go ahead and Ritual Shotgun. Hello, here I am. And we're going to use Lord of the Red to summon Lord of the Red because I don't want to use Tetran just yet. So now we've got Lord of the Red on the field. If I do anything or my opponent does anything, I can blow stuff up. Alright, well, if you're going to blow me, I'm going to blow you first. That sounded better in my head. That sounded a lot better in my head than I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, Bottomless Trap Hole's gone. That's nice. Let's go ahead and bring out more monsters. Hello, I am Tetran. Nice to meet you. Good old Tetran. He's the Spell Trap Destroyer. We don't need Tetran to destroy Spell Traps, though. We just need him to be a beautiful son of a gun. So let's just hit our opponent real hard. You know, I'm really... I mean, I guess I get what he was trying to do. He was just trying to, you know, make Sunrise or get things set up for next turn. But it really didn't work out for him too well, did it? Not really. Not really indeed. And granted, now I don't have another Lord of the Red. But I think we'll be just fine. And I could make an Exceed. I legitimately have no reason to do so. That's mostly just alternatives just in case. And we have no just in cases, right? I mean, I suppose I could have made like Photon Strike Bouncer. If I really want. If he had like 1,000 life points or less, I would have made Strike Bouncer. Because then I could have stopped monster effects. Or I could have made Dragulus, one or the other. One or the other, either would have worked. So this guy's in a lot of trouble. Because of Extranet, his Extranet is basically just giving me draws from this point on. What did he pick to do? He got another Neos. Okay. Another Neoth. Interesting. Is he gonna make another Sunriser? Do the Elemental Heroes usually play more than one? I mean, I guess there's no reason not to. I guess 2 of is fine for Sunriser. I mean, I'm just talking. What are you up to? You gonna make... Oh, no, the Shiny Boy. I forgot about him. Cool. Alright, so he's got Shiny Boy. He's gonna beat over Tetran, but Mark II will survive. Mark II will be just fine. I'll take some damage. It's all good. The only thing I need to worry about is getting rid of the Shiny Boy, because that thing is rather large. Bit large, bit in charge. I mean, I've got Dragulus, so I can take care of that well enough. What's your defense? 2100? Yeah, that works. Okay, so now he will get rid of Tetran. Good. We wanted him to get rid of Tetran. That way, Tetran, he goes away. Boss Rush will get me another monster. And yeah, I've got another Tetran, so yeah, that'll work. So let's go ahead for Boss Rush. We'll summon out a let's see, who do I want? I want big numbers. I want Mark III, because he has the most attack points. Mark III, essentially our boss monster. Alrighty, so now he's got a whole lot of not much. Let's see here. We have the same number of monsters, so I can't just straight up special summon that, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and summon out Tetran. We'll just summon out Tetran. We'll be good in the hood. Let's go ahead and make Dragulus, the Imperial Dragon Dude. Hello, here I am. And granted, oh yeah, he'll get to draw a card now because, you know, Extranet's still there. I probably should have blown that up first, but, you know, it's all good. So let's go ahead and flip his dude face down. Let's see. Target 2 Banshee heroes. Add them to the... Okay, so I gotta get rid of this guy first. Let's go ahead and get rid of Stratos first. Because if I kill this thing first, he'll just get back Honest Neo, so I don't want him to do that yet. We'll do that later. So let's go ahead and now attack the Shiny Boy. Shiny Boy is going to be very dead. Granted, like I said, he'll get back 2 of his things. Probably get Stratos and Honest Neos. That or Stratos and Sunrise. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Get those 2 back. Very good. And we're good for now. Alrighty, so we're still good. I mean, we gave him a free draw, but it's fine. Actually, it's better that he keeps this, because, again, so long as he has this... Oh. That's a little annoying. Dark Ruler Namor. Well, isn't that just a pretty sight of shite? Alright. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm going to have to plug in my computer now. I had it off this whole time. Hopefully it doesn't start buzzing. It might start buzzing. Alrighty, so now the buzz is... Yeah, there's a bit of buzz. Hopefully it's not too bad. Regardless, I'm not taking damage this turn. So... Really depends if he gets rid of Zelos or not, to be honest. I mean, if he gets rid of Zelos, I'm doomed. If he doesn't get rid of Zelos, I'm good. Yeah, I still have Boss Rush too, so all's good there. I mean, he has another Miracle Fusion. Does he have... Yeah, he's got another Shining, so he might have another Sunrise. I don't know. At this point, who knows? Okay, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado, indeed. Alright, that's cool. I mean, I get to draw another card. It's another Zelos. I still don't take any damage this turn, so it doesn't really matter what he does. So, he will run over my everything. But, Boss Rush will get me another card. Sadly, Dragulus can't flip himself or this thing face down no more, but it's all good. It's all good, because next turn I'll summon Blaster Cannon, because I'll have less monsters than he does. And we shall be good. Yeah, it's a nice little thing. Extranet's just a good card, you know, if your opponent plays an extra deck in any capacity, and they really care about it a lot. So, let me think about that. I guess I'll get... Where do I have another Tetran? I do. I'm going to get Tetran just because I want to get rid of this face down card. I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Alrighty. Ooh, Forbidden Druplet. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and use Tetran. Get rid of that face down card. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. What is it? Another Dark Ruler no more? Very cool. So let's summon out a Blaster Cannon. He'll be a nice 3k beat stick. Nice bit of a 3k beat stick. I mean, great. Oh, wait. Just remembered he has Honesty Neo still. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I don't really care. I don't really care too much. I don't care because even if he does have that, I can still get around it just fine, thank you. Let's see. Face-up attack to face-up defense. Yep. So let's go ahead and use Crystal Core's effect. I can put his Tornado in defense mode. That way I can get rid of him guaranteed. Because he's a bit, you know, Stratos, more important to get rid of. So let's go ahead and set a card. I don't need another Boss Rush, I don't think. I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. So let's go ahead and battle. And let's see. Tetran, you get rid of the Tornado. You get one last act of valor before you're dead. Alright, so that'll go. And then Tetran self-destructs. All's good there. And let's see. I'll attack with Blaster, so I'll take a little less damage. Because like I said, he's got Honest Neos. That's until the end of the turn. Yep. So I'll take 13. Such is the way of life. The great circle of life. All's good there. Yep. All's good there. And I could recover everything. How many B.E.S. do I have in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not yet. I think we're good a little bit longer before I use Mark III. Let's go ahead and summon another Blaster Cannon Core. Because again, he has the most attack. Oh, no, wait, Mark 3 has the most. This guy's cool, okay? He's called Blaster Cannon, so sue me. Alright. So, here's the situation. He's got Stratos, he's got Liquid Boy. Target a hero in the grave. Oh. Target a level 4 hero in the grave. Oh, does he not have a Stratos in the grave? No, he doesn't. Yeah, because if he could have done that, he could have gotten rid of Zelos and got rid of all my protection. Granted, I have Forbidden Droplet, so wouldn't really matter. So there you go. There's a win against Elemental Heroes. You know, the Extranet kind of caught him up. So it's a good duel. That was a good duel. So let's go ahead to the end screen. We'll talk more about this deck and all that good stuff. Alrighty, B.E.S. We got ourselves some nice wins today. You know, like I said, this deck lives or dies with a field spell. As long as you get it, you'll have the best time possible, you know, with the B.E.S. Because, like I said, B.E.S. Zelos is just a really nice field spell. It really makes this deck playable. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash like if you did. Punch the subscribe button. And next time, we're finally looking at Digibugs. Finally. So, your boy Memphis signing out. I'll see you guys again next time. Take care till then.